go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. Through the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, on the highway, and in the driveway. Isn't that strange? Cause I'm trying through the climb, I ain't like pain. You never hit the bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's like the key ingredient is belief. We'll see if you can negativity, but I just gotta break that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran city, no man, I still go. Go, 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 you got a mind, but even that could change. You can flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past, start a plan, and you find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go,
case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
What's happening with it? What's happening with it, people? So we have a quick updates. I have man, I'll tell you what, it is so comical when you get to see these people get unmasked, right? This is called Karen Karma. This will be unmasking the green team. We shall have some laughs at, once again, another evil, spiteful person on the main streets of the Twitters. You know, doing all these posts, doing all this extra shit, hiding behind what an avatar. And we also will, I think we'll open this one up. Going back to yesterday's stream, we have a response of Queen Bee's Stalker. So I want to debunk this and go over it. Lots to talk about. I guess we'll start there. Comments, what's happening? To all my people that are, you know, active on the X streets and the YouTube streets, pay attention to both things. You guys are in both platforms. This live is dedicated to you because it's going to be you guys that really know who this person is, as far as like this Hey Jude person, right? Now, I posted on the community wall what this person looks like. This is also Justice for Nobody's mod. right? Where's the monkey? We need proof of life, right? So, but this person is just like a super green team person, and it's comical because every time we go down this road, right? Every time the mask gets unpeeled, things get discovered. And, for months upon months, actually years, since Sebastian's been missing, a lot of disgusting, rude, mean posts to the Proudfoots about, parenting and this and that. And oh and behold, do we learn about who Hey Jude is? So we'll do that very thorough and very soon. But yesterday's live, I showed receipts on this lemon guy, this sinner guy, this stalker weirdo who's obsessed with Queen Bee. His obsessiveness has gotten the best of him so bad that he made a post calling me a racist, right? Well, the comments reflecting from that live say that this guy doesn't like women. Why the misogynist behavior? See, we can go woke for woke if you'd like, right? But he gave a response. And I would love to play that for you because the embarrassment road that he's on at this point, I'm not Queen Bee. And this is where he's not going to win. But let's have a quick listen at the response, shall we? Let's have a quick listen, and let's put all this together, y'all. So this is coming at you via, especially in the yesterday. Oh, come on with this crap. Say. Let's get rid of this. So I guess this loading. It's the weather or what, but which again. So here's the response. It's going to be a short, weird, like size wise for everybody. The real karma. Listen. What the heck is happening here? Hey, is it freezing out in the world? What? Yeah, I don't know why either. All right. Anyway. Oh, I'm all small. Why am I all small here? Weird. Okay, let's do this, guys. My bad. I don't know what the hell's going on. This is weird. But not a problem. Let's try it again for a third time, shall we? For the third time. Oh, wait a minute. What in God's name is happening here? Okay.
Just some housekeeping. White trash, no dick radio. I heard you want to fight me. I'll accept your challenge. You racist fucking white trash bitch. I'll accept your challenge, but there's one condition. There has to be an opening match, and it's me against B Tim. If you can arrange that, I'll be there. Deal?
Lots of things to say about this. So notice the backpedaling first and foremost. I can't help to notice that you called me white trash, no dick radio. Now here's the deal. Not only will I destroy you in a boxing event, I want a dick off. Let's have a dick off. I have a donkey dick. I have a donkey dick. My wife's in the chat. I'm not short stabbing. I'm not short stabbing. So if you're willing to whip it out, we can have a dick off too. I'll beat you right there as well, right? But why are you dragging B Tim into this? This is about you making a post about me being a racist, and being that you have this hatred, right, and this social stance on the subject, you should want to punch me and me only in my mouth. Have you ever called B Tim a racist? Like, why? What does he have to do with any of this? I'm not understanding. Again. So you failed. You've already failed. You've already failed this. You don't get to give stipulations. Listen, we're going to have a boxing match. And this is how stupid you are. You're so obsessed with Queen Bee that you tried to bring B Tim into it. So a boxing match. Do you know about boxing? Let me show you a little bit of boxing. You don't know this channel too well. You're repeating things that you hear on the internet, which is the dumbest thing that you ever could do. And this is why you see, this is Charleston White. Did you not know that me and this guy are friends? Did you didn't know that? You didn't know that, did you? Did you not know that me and him are friends? You didn't know that? Do you see who's behind him? Let me show you who's behind him. Oh, yes, that's absolutely next. That would be the heavyweight champion of the world, Shannon the Cannon Briggs. That was who's behind him. We are going to a club in Miami. All three of us, actually. Yeah, wifey was there too. Yeah. Listen, I bring my wife to strip clubs. It is what it is. Don't judge. But, these are black men that, because I'm a terrible racist. However, I don't mean to showboat or anything, but I have to tell you, since you accepted, that I need to show you this now that you understand, because you haven't done your homework. I am friends with Charleston White. If you would have done your homework, you'd see Charleston White all over him, Anthony Dewberry, another person all over my channel. But Charleston White actually linked up, because he's been banned everywhere on YouTube. He has linked up with Aiden Ross. And if you don't think I'm trying to work that angle, you're crazy. But that's where your dumbass comes in. You help me work the angle, because this is called brand risk, a boxing event that Aiden Ross holds in Miami for influencers. This is what this is. That's my boy Charleston fighting an island boy. Just happened. It just happened. So we can have the dick off here and the boxing event. But the problem is this. This is a huge opportunity for you to hate on Queen Bee on a national level. I literally know Charleston White. You didn't know this. You can hate on Queen Bee on Aiden's thing. Think about it. I don't have, what does B Tim have anything to do with this? The problem is, Lemon Boy, is this. If you do agree to this, there's no stipulation with B Tim. You can't throw that in. And you can't let that be your out either, which you will let it be. No, this is between me and you, two men. I already told you I'm friends with Charleston. I know Shannon the Cannon. If you decide to do this, I need you to understand. I'm going to have. What's that? What's that you say? Yes, this is true. This is true. This is how I'm going to do it. Now, so Aiden Ross, Charleston, right? To be honest, I probably can't get Shannon the Cannon. I do know him, but I don't think I can get the world champ to come there. However, I can get other people come. Now, this will be very interesting, right? Like, what walkout song do I choose? What walkout song do I choose for the Lemon? I happen to know somebody that could absolutely cue up a song like nothing. We can get Macaulay, who did Noel's intro, but there's actually a better person who I would absolutely for. That would be him, C's right hand man, who I actually also know. Because it's too easy for me. But what I would like to do is actually have where's it at? Here we go, right here. Let's do this. This is a time you haven't done your research. Your head is all the way installed so far that you're just not understanding how this goes, which is fine. Because I'm happy to show you how this goes. So for the walkout, I think I'll get 17. Who is 17? Well, the last time I had weird, woke white people calling me racist on the internet, I did a parody with a rapper. Oh, you didn't know? You didn't know? Oh, you didn't know? It's crazy. People saying that I'm racist, man, and people saying like just getting attacked and stuff like this. It's really crazy.
I mean, dude, I don't think this is nothing new for you. Like, yeah, how many times they gonna? I mean, how many times they gonna say that? I don't mean to say I ain't trying to get the alphabet people on me, but I mean,
was the volume okay on that? Could y'all hear the volume on that? So I'm not playing the whole video. I dropped the link in the chat. Last time I had weird woke people calling me a racist. Like, I'm not going to argue with white people on the internet calling me racist. Like, if you're too ignorant and stupid to realize that I was in prison a decade ago and I ran with people, right, on that side of the fence, right? But that's not who I am today. It's not my problem, right? But so to fight this battle, it's very simple. I embarrass the people who say that now, right? It's very simple, right? It's very simple. So for Lemon Boy, right? If you guys don't know who Charleston White is, he is a comedian who absolutely roasts people. All I have to say is, hey, there's a fuck boy that's obsessed, right, with this lady named Queen Bee, right? Like obsessed with her, right? And he's calling me racist. No problem, Matt. I got you. And I've helped a lot of people on this YouTube. I've been around these streets a long time. You don't know who I know on this thing. But listen, I don't want you to get nervous about that part. I just want you to say, yes, I'm in. Because now it's beyond me and you. All I need from you is a yes. Because then I am going to call Charleston, right? I don't know Aiden Ross. I get to have a dick off with you. You know, I know you want Queen Bee to be the judge and everything. I know you want Queen Bee to be the judge, right? I'll out dick you. I'll mollywop you live on Kick, right? And I get to go hang out with my friends, right? Who know that I'm not racist, and they get to clown on you. This is turning into a movie. This is turning into a movie. But you're not going to do it. You won't do it. But I absolutely will walk out with a rapper, right? Charleston lives in Miami now. He commentates on the fights. Just, I want you to like think about this. Bam, bam, bam. There goes my homeboy. Oh no, why it's cracker? It's called white boy racist. Like this is like, I mean, this. When can we do it? When can we? Now you can't drag B Tim into this. This has nothing to do with B Tim. Nothing. So just go ahead and go live. Let your ego get hurt. Right? I know you're all red in the face right now. I know this is really triggering you. Should I get my Trump hat? I know you have Trump derangement. These are black folks that support Trump. Ooh, that got you real mad. So get your derangement going. Get your white boy derangement going. Your queen bee derangement going. Your Trump derangement, and just say, yeah, I'll do it. Right? So now realize if you say this, you're subjecting yourself to your own audience. At some point, you have to show up. At some point, you have to do something. So you don't get stipulations. You don't get B Tims. It's not how this works. You get the racist, right? The so-called racist. Come punch me in my mouth. Come make a racist afraid again. Isn't that what you hashtagged? I don't think that you're serious about this. I think that you're going to resort to backpedaling, stipulations, and Queen Bee's anus. Now tell me I'm wrong. So how's everybody doing tonight? Let's just see how that works. Throw that out there in the universe. I'm like a psychic around these YouTube streets. I happen to understand exactly how this will go down. But what I could not call is this person, Hey Jude. This person, Hey Jude, who I never knew who the fuck this lady was. The Sebastian Rogers case, extremely ugly in certain parts of YouTube, especially on Twitter. Very like debatable threads, mean stuff being said. It's Twitter. It is what it is. But then there's no information on the case. And then there came a point where like it's just attacking Chris and Katie became like a daily habit for people, right? And anybody who didn't think that those people were guilty without any evidence to hang them by was also subject to attacks on Twitter. And we just recently saw this lady, I'm a frog, or Hey Frogs, or whatever the fuck her name was. A big when the mask is off, these people are goofballs, straight goofballs. But it's not about their physical way that they look. It's about what's really behind the mask. Hey, YouTube, how you doing? At this point, I know that somebody in your department is going to do a human review. Now, this person, Hey Jude, right? So whoever's going to watch this person, Hey Jude, doesn't understand how this thing YouTube goes, right? She also doesn't understand what doxing means. But I'm addressing you mid into this live because she's going to report it for doxing and this and that, right? But YouTube, you know, as I know, doxing is not saying somebody's name. If somebody was to utilize the report button and didn't understand the full definition of doxing, then that would kind of make them ignorant, right? So that's all I want to say for the massive reports that are going to come behind this live. I'm not breaking any terms in service. You're allowed to release a name, a picture. This is within terms of service. If you ever watch a documentary, to anybody watching this or wants to learn about this, let's say that you're watching a creator do a YouTube video on the basketball player that's called Shaq. Shaq is a big old guy who played for the Orlando Magic. You know him as Shaq, that dunks the basketball, right? But let's say that there's a big fan of the Magic. And let's say that there's a big fan that wants to give other fans of Shaq a documentary type of video. They're allowed to say things like Shaquille O'Neal, 38, born in Orlando, Florida. That is not doxing Shaquille O'Neal. Any Karen can't get upset about showing pictures of Shaquille O'Neal. That is not the definition of a dox. 99% of people who watch YouTube do not understand the definition of a dox. But you would have to attribute at least 3 to 4 more things. So I said Shaquille O'Neal, 38, Orlando, Florida, still not a dox. I'd have to attribute at least 3 to 4 more personal things, according to YouTube's own terms of service, for it to be a dox. For anybody that may be giving this a human review. Thanks. That's all I got. Now, back to the Karen Jude. Hey, Jude. This lady, for some odd reason, is very spiteful to people who, don't glorify Seth as somebody who should be put Jesus second, right? Seth should be on top of Jesus. We should pray to him, right? Now, if you don't do that, you're a piece of shit, and I'm going to hide behind this avatar and do all these games. Well, this folks, is the unmasking of the Dream Team. This, folks, is Karen Karma. Just like the frog lady, what we have here is interesting. Now, within 10 minutes of a post, within 10 minutes of posting of this Meet Hey Jude, let me show you how X works, which I laughed out loud about. But here we have another frog lady. Now, I don't know if I can say this is a frog lady, people. What I can say is this. Matter of fact, I can't even say it. I'm going to have my good friends say it for me. But within 10 minutes of this post, gave us this for your viewing pleasure, which I happen to agree with immensely. However, I also agree with this song right here, for your listening pleasure. Because dude looks like a lady. Or, I mean, what the fuck is this? Right? What are we looking at? This, folks, is what's behind the avatar. This, folks, is what's behind the shenanigans. This, folks, is what's behind the evil comments, the spitefulness. This, folks, is behind the attacks. This is what you get, people. Oh, but there's more. Oh, but there's more. Oh, but there's more. Don't even know where I want to start. I guess we'll do it like this, which is so important. So important. Nashville, Tennessee. Metro Nashville police say 32-year-old Michael Gallagher Jr. was driving south on, let's get this a little bit bigger for your viewing pleasure, shall we? Was driving south on Knowlesville Pike when he had to swerve to avoid rear-ending the vehicle ahead of him. Due to his speed, as he ran off the road, he struck a utility pole, and officers responded to the scene. Gallagher admitted to drinking 2 10-ounce Bud Lights. With a couple of hours prior to driving, you wrong one? Did I go backwards? Oh. With a couple of hours into driving, He performed poorly on the field sobriety test and was transferred to booking and charged with DUI. Actually, why is your name, Hey Jude, involved in this DUI crash? Why? Why? Why is your name involved in this DUI crash? This is coming from the person who crucifies Chris and Katie Proudfoot. Lady, you wrapped somebody around the telephone pole. You almost killed them. Let's keep it real. We have to keep it factual and honest with receipts. But your conspiracy theories relating to Chris Proudfoot and Katie Proudfoot, there's no evidence in this. You can use the mob cruise lights. You can say that Illuminati has a toilet. You can say that I'm racist. You can say all these things, but there's none of this has any substance. What does have substance is this article and many more of you hitting somebody, wrapping them around a telephone pole. You almost killed somebody. You are the same as all of your posts. Unfortunately, I can't show you the post, folks, because she's blocked me. Imagine that. But you ridicule these parents who there's zero proof of, and you yourself almost took a human life out. It almost makes me think that y'all were buzzed and you were wrapping a corner and you whipped out X to make a post about Chris and Katie, and bam, we have this. I mean, that's just my conspiracy. But there's so much more, Hey Jude, about you. What about the mental hospital? What about the mental hospital review that you did? Now, Hey Jude, this is all public knowledge. When you leave a Google review, what you don't ever want to do is put your physician's name in it. Because what that would do would open up a whole bunch of people who now know who's behind the avatar, maybe, to possibly. Now, what I'm not going to do is harm any physician, right? I'm not going to post that, but I have the edited version. I don't want any physician getting contacted because of your shenanigans and your spitefulness on Twitter. But why would you do that? Why would you do that, Hey Jude? Sure, give it to me. Let's show the people. What's up? I'll be Frank. This lady has a habit, right, of all types of fuck shit. I guess we'll just go down the list. How else should we do this? Hey Jude accused others of sending welfare checks to her house. This is false information. And to prove it, here's a screenshot of her edited address showing no results from any law enforcement calls to the address. Bullying channels, calling people, all types of weird shit, involving yourself with people you don't even know, all while hiding behind an avatar. More receipts on the welfare check. You don't even know what's going on. You're making this shit up. More conspiracies. This is because Hey Jude is a moderator for one of the biggest tragedy pimp channels that there is. Justice for Nobody. Justice for Nobody. But this fucking lady, can we just go back to these photos, people? Can somebody tell me what the fuck this is? What the fuck is this? What in God's name is this? What in I'm sending this to Chris Proudfoot right now, goddammit. Dude looks like a lady. Hey Jude, let's do some comments real fast before we continue. What's up, Bombs? Back up. What's up, Denise? How comical are these photos? I mean, we can just pretty much start and end live here, but of course not. But how comical are these? Look at this shit. I should put aside her and frogs, very comical. Look at this. What in God? This is who's, for my people who utilize both platforms, this is who you've been getting blocked by. This is who you've been engaging with. This is who you've been debating for months at a time. Months at a time. For my creators out there that are not green team, this is the person putting all your shit out everywhere. This is the person relentlessly reporting you to YouTube, not understanding how YouTube works or the rules around it, right? Trying to get momentum behind it. This is the person. This is it, y'all. This is Hey Jude from X. I don't even know who this person is. It's almost painful to do these lives. I don't know who this lady is. I don't care about Justin for nobody's mod. I care about the monkey that's missing. I care about that. But I don't care about some 65-year-old woman who has no life, definitely ain't getting a dick, and is on the internet acting like an ass. I don't care. But you brought it my way, lady. You started shooting this way. So why did you do this to yourself? What? You're a lot older than me, right? You should be wise. Like, your age should come with wisdom, right? You're like grandma status, right? You should be playing with baking cookies, playing with grandkids. Why did you think it was a good idea, right, to take shots at old white boy? Why? I just want to know why. I know you're watching this. I know you're punching the air right now. I would be too if I looked like that. I know. How mad are you right now on a scale from 1 to 10? On a scale from 1 to 10, how mad are you right now? Keep it real. You probably pounding Bud Lights right now. And hopefully, you don't go driving. But you're mad, as you should be, because you deserve it. I don't even know who you are, but you're tagging me. And then if you're going to do that, fine. At least engage. At least let's get some debate going. But you can't even argue good. Then you block me. So it's like you forced me to do this almost. This is all your fault. But, Hey Jude, driving while under the influence, Hey Jude. So you did get charged. Let's keep it factual. Chris Proudfoot doesn't have a DUI. Katie doesn't have a DUI. You did get charged. I mean, if we got to be fair, if we're only being fair here, Hey Jude, didn't you put all of my criminal history all over X? Which, for the matter, is fine, by the way. No problem. I beat you to it years ago on YouTube. But I mean, if we're just, while you're punching the air right now, I just wanted to remind you, like, were you doing that when you posted my stuff all over the internet? What was that? What was that? People. This got posted under the thread of Meet Hey Jude, like within a minute. And I was so happy to see it because it made me laugh out loud. But two things instantly hit my mind. Is that person so good at making memes, or did they borrow one from Laura? And either way, I'm fine with it. But you're in everybody's business, lady. You're in everybody's business. You're crying about being cyber stalked and cyberbullying, but why are you sweating everybody's chats, caring where people go at? What is it your business? You should be taking the time. You should be going to church, getting with your community. You should be apologizing to your victim of your DUIs. You should be fixing that telephone pole that you ride that car around. But you're all busy all over the internet, hucking the channels and hucking the chats and starting all types of drama. You don't even know these people. You don't even know these people. And then you want to cry cyber stalked and cyber bullied. As if you over there stirring the pot isn't exactly what you're doing. You're screenshotting the chats. You're emailing creators. You're stirring the pot. You're tagging me. You're tagging people who don't align with the way that you feel about a case. Who cares? Y'all feel one way and we feel the other. Who gives a shit? But you think because you're protected and you think because you're hidden and nobody knows who you are, you'll just attack us, shit talk us, post all types of fuck shit about us, right? Hell to the no. Hell no. Hell no, lady. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no, lady. Hell no. You're in everybody's chat. You're in everybody's chat. Taking notes, screenshotting, crossing it out, circling it, emails. Why? Get a life. Get a life. What's up, Joanne? Graces, what's up, Gracie? Good to see you, Joanne. She's a nutcase. Hey, I'm a grandma. Actually, prep. No, listen. Shout out to all my grandmas. Shout out to all my normal grandmas that give good wisdom to their grandkids. You know, hey, shout out to all my grandmas. Love grandmas. You know, normal grandmas, you know, are happy people. Sure, they probably watch YouTube and stuff here and there, but they're not like doing all this weird shit. Normal grandmas don't do this. Now, I don't know if she's a grandma or she's just she could be like 40. She could be like 40 years old and just look like that. I mean, we all know about how barflies look like and stuff. She looks like a barfly too. I mean, technically, let's keep it real, right? In her best days, if we got to keep it real, in her best days, she'd have to get it to be a barfly kind of to get laid anyhow, right? I mean, who's nailing that sober? Well, let's keep it a buck, people. Let's keep it a buck. But I mean, it's just out of control, right? It's out of control. This is out of control. Grandmas don't act like this. I mean, look at this. Come on, Hey Jude. These are the receipts from your own phone. But why are you making like fake? You're all hawking the chats. You don't have the correct information. Saying people are doing welfare checks. You have no receipts on this. This is your conspiracy. You're not understanding what's happening in the chats. This is silly. This is very silly. This is not what grandmas do. It's everywhere. How many? You're all the way in Grace's chat. You're all the way in Julie Skolnick's chat. You're everywhere. Every corner you're at, baking no cookies. You've baked 0 cookies. I want to know about the loony bin. I'm going to have to put Hey Jude on official notice at this point on. Of course, I have to show the subs about your Google review of the loony bin. I have to do it. You deserve it. What I'm not going to do is show your physician's name. I have done you the luxury. I have done you the solid. I have done you the solid not to do that. If I even get a screenshot from a Hey Dude, from a dude looks like a lady, from a Hey Jude, from a Hey Boo, from a Hey Food, from Food, Dude, Lewd, Chewed, Cooed, Hey Lewd, Hey anything. If I see one more fucking thing of you, I don't even know you, lady. If I see you bullying anybody, this is you're on notice. That's it. It's done for you. You'll be nice. You'll be a grandma from this point on, or I'll call a physician myself, and I'll do it live. And I will report, and I'll send all this shit to them. And maybe they'll Baker Act you. I don't know. But I mean, what would he think about this behavior? What would the physician and the psychiatrist think about this behavior? It's all very interesting. It would make a great YouTube video, a great X post. And I think by this, if you don't think I'll do it, well, you didn't do your homework. So you'll be a grandma, a nice one, providing wisdom, cookies at this point on. Or I'm sorry, we're just gonna have to tell the guy, because I mean you have to be honest here, you know, providers and whatnot. And this is all your fault. This is all your fault. You did this to yourself. I don't know who you are. I don't watch Justin. I don't like Justin. I don't know who you are. I can think that Chris and Katie are innocent all by myself over here with my channel to my subscribers. We don't have to bother anybody. We could have an opinion and we could talk about all types of theories and stuff like that, right? But we don't have to be mean and do all this type of stuff. That's not how you work. That's not all these conspiracies, all this fuck shit. Lady, you'll be a good grandma from this point on. This is all weird. This is all you're on every corner. You're on every corner. Every corner. Let's get to the oh, here we go, right here. Here we go, right here. I think so. Is this it right here? Yeah. Let's have a look-see, shall we? See what actual patients have to say about their mental health and behavioral health services. Well, Hey Jude says, so much more than a 5-star, kind and caring place. My therapy is provided by whatever and whatever. And they're both so knowledgeable. And accessible. The whole staff goes above and beyond in courtesy and thoughtfulness. And I've benefited more than I've benefited more than I can describe. I recommend them as a first choice. So it's safe to say that you're not even dealing with a full, quite possibly, you may not be even be dealing with a full deck, which would explain a lot, which would literally explain a lot. It really would. It would explain a lot. The excessive drinking, but more than anything, it describes your behavior on every corner, attacking all these channels, little channels and big channels, and just because they differ from you, and who cares? It's not your job to write down and jot and circle if you see me in a different chat. It's not your job. It really isn't. Or any other creator that you see. It's not your job because you see a creator who that you know, knew, talked about on the internet. Just because you see them in a chat, despite what they say, it's not your job to report that to anybody. It's definitely not your job to assume they're doing fraudulent welfare checks and start stirring the pot. Lady, there's something you know, this is very interesting. It's like a learning experience because there's a lot of people who are going to see this who do know you from X. They've probably argued with you. It's just good to put a face with a picture, isn't it? I mean, you couldn't wait to share all over X my criminal details and stuff, which for the matter, I don't care, but I don't know you. How does it feel? Because now we're at that like reality point where I don't know you. I don't know you. And now I got to tell the world about your DUIs and being a nutcake. Like, why are we even here? Why? I could have done this live about 10 different other things, maybe 20 different other things. But why are we here? Why? This is ridiculous. It's weird. It's a little bit weird. I don't know you. You don't know me. But we're sharing all of our personal details with the entire internet. And I could have went a lot longer, and I can go a lot longer. But I've been doing this a long time, and I know how your behavior is on X. So if you don't think I'm gonna not keep a little bit back in the holster for your response or something like that, like I said, you'll be a good grandma at this point on. I'm not gonna put it all out there. You think I'm a newbie? You think I'm a rookie? Did you just think I was just started doing this? Is that what you thought? Is that what you thought? But why are we doing this? But why? She's a nutcase, people. She's a nutcase. What do we think about it, guys? What do we think about it? It's funny that you say that. That's comical. Noelle, look at the screen. Look at the screen. What's the first thing I saw when I got this picture? First thing I said. I said she looks like a cross between Gary Busey and Peg Bundy. "58 years old. My grandson's 10. I'm almost 58. My grandson is 10, transitioning from Cub Scouts to Boy Scouts. We plan to have a great time on our trip. Not a typical grandma, but listen, this lady is well into her 60s, people, on the screen. Well into her 60s. Now, I get it. Like maybe, just maybe, because I don't know this. I'm sure I could find out. But maybe she's, that age where she don't have anybody in her life anymore. Maybe the ones close to her or whatever, maybe they've passed. That's very possible. That could be very well be within a scenario. I hope it's not. But it would also explain why she's so ultra and hyper focused on the internet. Like, what is it? I'm going to do something right now because I said she's going to be a good grandma from here on out. I told you guys she's going to be a good grandma, right? Now, what if I was to tell you that? Let me make sure I have this. Just hold, please. This will blow your mind. This will absolutely blow your mind if I can find it. 1 second, please. So, damn it. You know what? Hold on. Let me 1 second. No. I'm not even going to say it. But I'll tell you this, people. I'll hold that one in. I don't think it's smart to say. We're gonna hold that one in. Where'd my comments go? No, that's not MGL. That would be Hey Jude. a green team lady on X. This this weirdo, man. This is Justice for Nobody's mod. Justice for Nobody's mod. You know, she's pissed off a lot of people, man, and a lot of people. Just one of these got people on X, y'all. I don't know. You know, she's on YouTube, but doesn't have a channel or anything like that. But she's just a person on X that talks a lot of shit, always posting shit, talks about creators, but really disgusting towards Chris and Katie is what this is about. And a while ago, I don't remember who did it, how it became, but there's that picture of that lady Frogs. What's her name? A girl of frogs, or just a girl of frogs, whatever the hell her name was, right? Another person who's exactly like this one on the screen. And then when you see her, let me give you a picture of the frog lady, just to give you a side by side of this comedy, right? But when you, this lady Frogs, same type of shit, right? Just weirdo, like weird, like extra, like just, it's weird, right? Hiding behind an avatar, of course, and all that shit, right? Let me find the frog lady. Give me 1 second. I know I have that. But what I was gonna say, what I was gonna say is, through all of this is Justice for Nobody's mod, right? Through all the circulation and people that she's got mad and infiltration, I would be lying to y'all if I didn't tell you. Or let me put it like this: allegedly, hypothetically, and for educational purposes, I may or may not have Justice for Nobody's phone number now. This is all your fault, Hey Jude. Now, this is all your fault. This is all your fault. What if I do, right? I could be lying, but I could have it, right? What if I was to start calling this guy all the time on live? Like, this is all your fault. Now, Justin, I mean, how could you like let this one slide? Like, I mean, like, why would she be, you know, handing your personal phone number out all the time with people? I mean, this was me, I wouldn't go for it. But I mean, it's just out of control. Now, maybe I should give Justin a call, but maybe I don't have it. Maybe I'm lying. Right? Where the hell is this frog lady at? God damn it. Can't find it. It's got to be on Twitter somewhere. You guys know the frog lady. But looks the same exact like this one. It's just out of control. It's weird. It's good to unmask them. It's Karen Karma. These people, you know, for what it's worth, man, being a totally incognito channel is very hard. And the world of AI and the age of AI, you know, and now if you haven't been seeing what's going on in this week in the news and stuff, all these apps are making you like give your biometric data to log in, you know. But that's a blessing, right? Because for all these people who hide behind avatars, all you have to do is report them. You think they're a minor. If you think they're a minor, I don't know. They'll get a notification, put your biometric data in. Put your driver's license in. And guess what? There's a digital footprint there. So this is very interesting, the whole aspect of it. But you got to love it. Trolls. What are trolls? You know what troll means? Troll means control, right? What? Troll means control. How can somebody troll you and control you? Well, because you don't know who it is. That's why. It's getting harder and harder and harder for that. Them days are over with. And the comments are out of control here. Let me just put everything on the screen. What's up, Shay? What's up, BGs? Been blabbing. I basically stopped. I was going down the list of receipts and I just stopped. Because for two reasons. I got to keep something in the chamber. But I just wanted you guys to know that she's unmasked. She leaves Google reviews on her therapist. I edited all that so nobody can see anything. But not only that, if you know who this lady is and you've watched the behavior on X, all the stuff she's said, you know, these people, when it comes to these parents, right? They crucify these parents, crucify them. And they act like, you know, they've been perfect. And this is everybody on X who's on the green team. Like they've been perfect. Or like anything that Chris and Katie have been blamed for, right? Blamed for. You know, there's CPS stuff there. There's they've been blamed for a lot, right? But anything that not they've been convicted of, but just been blamed for, right? These people go on X and everything else, and they just get nasty, right? But they hide behind avatars, right? There's every one of these people, right, that gets unmasked. They everything they're blaming these parents for, they have within themselves or their own family, without a doubt, without a doubt. And it's just very interesting. But you know, Hey Jude will be a good grandma. She'll have cookies made up for Santa when he comes, cup of milk. Be, you know, very wise to her grandchildren. Maybe she'll start doing coloring books or writing books or whatever the fuck. Going to church, being nice. There'll be no more nasty. There'll be no more Hey Jude being nasty on X. This just won't happen. Anybody that has the receipts of this, please immediately submit all receipts to @WhiteBoy Radio on Twitter. And I hope I don't get any of these DMs, because if I do get any of these DMs, then well, phone calls made. And at this point, I think people know I say what I mean, and I mean what I say, and I do what I say. I think that's been well established with this channel for a long time. And if you don't know, well, you motherfucking better know. But for the coward says, yeah, I accept white boy, but then he puts an attachment to it. But with B Tim has to come. B Tim was never in this. That was, you only said that to act tough to your audience, to appease them, right? Because you know that that's not going to happen, right? B Tim has never said, why does B Tim have to be involved in this? Why? He doesn't. That's your way out. And in the fluke, I've been doing this a long time, and I know that's your way out, and I know that you won't get in that ring with me. But if there is a God, if there really is a God, and I'm wrong, and you want to get in there, I just wanted to show you a perfect avenue, right? That we can do it, right here in sunny South Florida. Now, I don't know if Aiden Ross will let us do it there. I know Charleston White, I know Dewberry, I know people he's around, but I have another avenue, because I don't want to leave a question mark, right? I don't want to leave a way out, right? We have Tampa. My buddy owns a gym in Tampa. You don't have to sign no waivers, nothing. All he wants for insurance purposes only is a video response, I will not sue. And he's got gloves and all that. So we got Aiden Ross, or we got my buddy who owns the gym. Your call. Your call. B Tim has nothing to do with this. B Tim has nothing to do with this. I like how you said, like, where did that even come from? Like, how did you get mad at me and then start thinking about, like, what the fuck kind of weird? This is weird. This is not normal. This is showing your behavior towards Queen B. I'm not Queen B. You're not gonna do this. She let's be. And with all due respect, I don't mean that in a shitty way towards her, but she can't say that. She can't invite you to a boxing match. And that's why this bullshit with you continues, because you know she can't. Come on, dude. No, you said anywhere is what you said in that clip. Okay, sunny South Florida. I got 2 spots, but you won't do it. I guarantee you won't do it. I hope to God that you go live. I hope to God you're going to watch every second of this live. Your ego's going to get hurt. You're going to drastically try to think of something and another way out. But I've been here and done that with many dudes before you, and I know how this goes. And you didn't know that I had all those avenues. You had no clue, right? And how dumb of you to call me racist. Holy shit. Do you see what you do? Man, this is like, hold on a second. Nothing but the bottom of the motherfucking. You're not ready for white boy radio. You're not ready. The internet box me, and you're not ready to box me in real life. You cannot win. Fuck boys stand no chance. Zero. He is a scary puss. Let's keep it 1,000. Let's keep it 1,000. Anybody with common sense could see that that B Tim was a way out. Like, I didn't even mention B Tim's name yesterday. How did that even come? How did that, like, come on, these people aren't stupid, dude. The more excuses you give, the more backpedaling you give, they're gonna start to see it. At this point, it is you think that me and Queen B are best friends. And you think I'm a super racist. So you make all these posts about racism and all. That's great for you, right? So at this point, you get to come punch a racist right in his mouth, and it's Queen B's best friend. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? There's nothing but space and opportunity in between us. No excuses. I have two avenues to do this on. What are you waiting for? What's that? No B Tim. No B Tim. Bam. Agreed. B Tim can be there. Now I can't speak for him. I'm not even gonna try him like that. But that's a good comment. And I'm down for the dick off. I'm down for the dick off. Everything that you say you'll eat. I got a small dick. Let's whip them out. Let's see who really has a small dick. I guarantee I outdick you. I've seen more cocks than 900 retired porn stars. I've been in prison before. You know how I used to be my homegirl's go-to wingman because they know I've seen cocks in my day. They'd be in the club and be like, white boy, what's up with him? Nah, don't even waste your time. Nothing but head, hair, and nuts. Nothing but head, hair, and nuts. Don't even waste your time. Go elsewhere and listen to me. I'm that much of a beast. So what's happening? No matter what, however you want to do this, we can do it. I would love for you to get beat up by Queen Bee's best friend, punched in the mouth by somebody that you call a racist, and then on a live stream, you whip your cock out after you said that your cock was bigger than his and it's smaller. Like, this is like, say some more. Say some more. What else do you have? It's going to go this way every time. But I don't want any more excuses. It's yes. Yes, I agree. Yes, I agree. Yes, I'll go to Aiden Ross's brand risk. Yes, I'll go to your friends. Yes. Yes. That's it. It's not B Tim. It's none of this other shit. It's yes or no. On you. You didn't see the Peg. I don't see the Peg Bundy part. Well, I was talking about Peg Bundy in the face, not necessarily the hair. Cockfight. You just wanted, let's keep it real. You want Queen Bee to be the dick judge. I mean, there's documentaries on these stalkers and stuff. We know about these stalkers. We know that was like your way. You know that by saying that you knew that I was going to say, let's have a dick off. And you wanted me to use my friendships to be like, Queen, will you be the dick judge? This is another stalker behavior of yours, right? Another stalker behavior, right? Or you wanted B Tim to do it. And I'm not going to let you manipulate me. I just want to punch you in the mouth. That's it. So it's got nothing at this point. It's got nothing to do with Queen Bee anymore, and it's got nothing to do with B Tim. Leave them over there. This is between me and you solely. You got so obsessed with Queen Bee, right? You don't know what extent we are friends. Let's keep it real. You didn't. You don't know what type of friends I have. I had to show you in the beginning of this a little bit. I got to keep some in the chamber, of course, for your response. But you don't know what the fuck's going on. You don't know what's happening. But this what really happened is you're so obsessed with Queen Bee, and your Trump derangement is on a level of 10 that you decided to throw me in some post, call me a racist. So this is way outside of Queen. Got nothing to do with her, really. This is just between me and you. So there's no stipulations. It's just yes and no, man. See, this is the problem. You're too used to like this women stuff, which is fine. It happens. It's YouTube. You might get into a beef with a lady. You never know. But at this point, this is mano a mano. You got to be direct. It's yes or no. That's how men talk. So there's no stipulations. Like, that's not how people did it. People didn't say, the Romans didn't have sword fights and say, let's fight to death. Oh, I have one stipulation. Be 10. That's not how it went. Come on, dude. You look weak, bro. You look like a weak stalker, bro. You look almost as silly as Hey Jude. The only difference is you show your face, but you're both cowards. And that's all this live is about. Exposing cowards, weirdos, obsessed, right? And what I love to do is use their own words against them or unmask them, right? Karen karma. So you'll not accept it. I hope there's a God. Maybe you will. You won't accept it. And Hey Jude, you're on notice. You will at this point be a good grandma. Because if not, I'm sorry. Phone calls made.
I'll send a text out to Charles and then do now. And see if we can set it up.
I should call Dewberry right now on live.
Text him first to make sure he's cooler to call.
I'm not gonna text him.
But text him first. No, don't put him on speaker until you say.
No, let me just show this fuckboy. This so he knows who he's dealing with.
I will text him. He might be busy.
Let me go to my contacts.
I would love to be out there again. It's been a minute. It'd be a hell of a fun weekend. We should call Shannon tomorrow. We're going to talk to him forever. Yeah, everything.
So I just accidentally called Charleston and hung up really fast. Not a problem because it works out even better for me. No,
I don't show nothing.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, no, you don't see the numbers though.
Exactly. That's good.
I just want to make sure that you couldn't see it. It was done.
Keep playing. All right, y'all. I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna jump off. I just want to come on here and do this live. For my people on Twitter, man, y'all take this, run with it, do what you want with it. This is a lot of y'all who had Chris and Katie's back. I know you know who this is. This lady, Hey Jude. And look, like I said, man, she's either going to be a good grandma or I'm going to slowly leak it all over Twitter because she has no problem doing that to me, right? So at least I'm going to give her an ultimatum. At least she has a way out, right? She didn't ask me before she posted all of my stuff, before she attacked all these channels, even little Gracie that was in the chat, some conspiracy about wellness check and Julie's channel and Jay's and all this weird shit. You didn't give any of us any notice. You didn't give us. You just did it. Ha 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 ha. You don't know who I am. Ha. You don't know who I am. You don't know who I am. You'll never find out. Yeah, we know who you are. We know who you are and the position. And I just like Sinner, like, don't give me the power to, like, don't have so much ego where you won't find a way out. Don't have so much ego where you won't be a good grandma. Just make nice post on X. Don't fuck yourself. Don't fuck yourself, right? Don't do it. I remember when I first got to prison, this guard, it was the hard, he said, no talking, no talking, no talking, as we're all getting off the bus, right? So we're all sitting there like not talking, right? And then he goes to this one jit, he goes, boy, you better unfuck yourself and unfuck yourself fast. And everybody goes, because it was fucking hilarious the way he said it, right? Straight hick, right? But Jude, you better unfuck yourself. You better be nice on Twitter, because these people on Twitter have been arguing with you, and I'll leak it. And I don't want to have to come on here, right? And I don't want to have to shine, right? Don't give me the luxury of making a phone call live, right? Don't give me the luxury of having to call and say, do you know what this lady's been doing? Are you going to do that? Is your ego going to let you do that? Or are you just going to be normal? To be continued, y'all. Love y'all. Be safe. Be smart around these streets. And let's see what happens. It's on them.